The secret to creating your dream life is one thing: meditation. That's it. You have to start visualizing. You have to visualize your dream life during a meditation. And you just get in the practice of meditating. All meditating is you close your eyes and you quiet your mind by focusing on the oxygen going in and out of your nose. That's how I quiet my mind. So you know how, before you go to bed, you got a million thoughts going on. So the best time to meditate is when you first wake up, because your mind is quieter. And although it may want to go back to thinking of all the different things you have to do today, and how today is just going to be a hard day, I just don't want to get out the bed, cut that off and only focus on the oxygen that's going in and out of your nose, because you could feel it. You could feel the air going in and out. That's what you focus on. And you start at 100 and you count backwards, right? And after that, you visualize in front of you. There is let's say you're at a movie theater, and I see myself on a screen with 500,000 subscribers. Me and my kids are a pleasure to me. We're happy. So many people is walking up to us and they're asking me questions about my course, because they want to know, how do they feel their best. And my life is a dream come true, and I'm so happy watching this screen. And I go through all the motions of what I'm eating, how happy I look, how content I look, my kids running around being happy and confident in who they are, my kids being athletic and intelligent, me getting good news from their teacher. And you visualize you and your family in your big backyard to your mansion, and you have a little poodle running around, and he's chasing the kids, and they're having a good time, and y'all cooking out. It's good vibes. You got the men of the family over here playing cards, and everything is just going so good. And you'll start to realize you have less and less negative thoughts, because that's what happens during meditation. Sometimes I'll visualize something and it just be like, that just seems so far away, or that's probably never going to happen. Those are called sheep. That's how I look at it. You want to look at every negative thought as sheep who have accidentally gotten out of the gate. So what do? We move the sheep back into the gate, we shut it, and then we continue with our day. That's what you do during meditation. Anytime I have a negative thought, I move it over and I continue visualizing. I visualize my dream home. I visualize me driving my car and how good it feels. I visualize me having good credit and me walking like a boss, me traveling with my kids. You visualize that dream life that you want, and you make it a part of your everyday routine. And I promise you have to come back to this video and comment. You have to promise to come to this video and tell me that what I said is not accurate. I know I am living my dream come true just because of meditation. You have to visualize it, but the only way to visualize is to meditate. It's no way around it. And the more you meditate, because your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and what you show it. So the more you show your mind positive things, the more you show your mind this dream life, the more your brain is going to come up with ideas on it's own of making more money, being happy, being unbothered. Anybody that comes to you with negativity, you're going to be uninterested. You're going to be uninterested in anybody that is mistreating you. You're not going to want to be around it. You're no longer going to be a pick-me person. I love that for me. And I want this for everybody. I want to be God's vessel. And God doesn't want us living in poverty. He doesn't want us being negative and always thinking the world is out to get us, living in fear. We don't operate in fear. We're going to visualize a dream life, and that's exactly what we're going to create on our own. Nobody's going to do it for us. Ain't no handout, ain't no cheat code. We're going to do this every single day. When you manifest something, or just when you want change, when you want better for yourself, you have to wholeheartedly believe it, right? And that means wholeheartedly believe it means any circumstance, throughout anything that comes towards you, you still have to believe and practice the law of assumption. So if I get rejected by a man, which has never happened, but if I get rejected by a man, instead of assuming the negative, he playing me, this and that, you can assume that he sees how good of a woman you are. He sees your value and what you bring to the table, and your giving wife that he's too insecure to step up. He don't think he's ready. And you look like you don't play about yourself, so he don't even want to waste your time. He don't want that bad blood on him. You know what I'm saying? Another example of believing something wholeheartedly and sticking to that manifestation despite circumstances is when somebody gets blessed with the house and you instantly get sad because it ain't you, or you instantly think you're in lack of because you feel like you want a house one day. You thinking that is making you reverse your own manifestation to get in that house, because you don't wholeheartedly believe that you deserve a house. That's why you're in lack of. But if you pass a beautiful house and say, I can afford that, if you jump up and down with real, genuine joy in your belly when your friend gets blessed with the house, that shows that there is no jealousy, there is no competition, that I am simply rejoicing my friend because we're both blessed. You get what I'm saying? And so that's why manifestation cannot happen overnight. If you see people, these YouTube videos that say, manifest your dream life in 5 seconds, in a week, in a month. No, you cannot. No, you can't. That is clickbait. And they want that view. That's it. And they are trying to use the same tactics that we're all using. They are acting as if they are the best YouTuber. They are acting as if they have millions of YouTubers, and they just talking confidently. And that's where you go wrong, is by believing that it can happen overnight. But I am here to tell you the truth, whether I get 1 view or 1,000,000 views. I am here to tell you the truth. The only way to manifest it is to believe it wholeheartedly. The only way to believe wholeheartedly is to do your sleep affirmations, and to make sure that you talk and assume the positivity. Hi. You assume positivity, and despite any circumstance you are faced with, I'm sorry it's dark, y'all. I'm out running, and the sun done went down. And things just God deposit things in me to help his people, and to use my platform to spread the word of creating a better life, a stress-free life, a peaceful life. But the only way to do that is to stop looking at what everybody else got, and to believe wholeheartedly that you are blessed too. And just because somebody else has a good life, that means nothing besides the fact that we both have a good life. You get what I'm saying? And when you really got joy deep down, joy is something that is inside of you that no one can take away, right? So there's a difference between joy, there's a difference between happiness. I have real joy deep down inside, that even bad circumstances, like, what's an example? Like, if my daughter was to be failing in school, which that will never happen, but I'm giving an example. If a loved one
something going wrong with a loved one, I'm not going to feel in lack of. I'm going to assume positivity always. If a friend cancel on me at the last minute, it's not because I'm not worthy to hang out with. It's because she's trying to catch up. She's trying to get her life together, and your life is already together. So there's so many other things to do besides hang with this one person, because I have real joy that deep down inside. I enjoy my own company. We got to stop thinking manifestation happens overnight, and we got to stop claiming we're manifesting things, but then we're side-eyeing people all the time, and we're upset because we don't have what they have, or we're upset because money ain't looking right. Those are small circumstances, and those are little manifestations that you've manifested yourself from past thinking. So if you tell yourself any bad circumstances that come towards me right now, I'll be like, okay, this is just a result of my past thinking. Now I'm going to use this moment right here, this bad circumstance right here, and speak life into it. So tomorrow, when that good thing happens, that's going to be the manifestation of my past thought from today. Does that click? Does that make sense? If it don't, I will be here every day with a video until y'all get it. Another thing I meant to say, the reason why it can happen overnight is because, let's say, we in our 30s, 20s. It's been 20 years of negative thinking. We have so many millions of negative thoughts throughout the day automatically because of just how we're hardwired to survive, to be on the lookout. It's our instinct to, a bunny. It's our instinct to be alert and look for the negativity. So when you're manifesting something, it's not easy. It's not easy to turn into a person overnight. You can't do that. You cannot turn into a person overnight. It takes practice, it takes time, and it takes test. You can read how many books you want. You can watch how many videos you want. But until you pass the test of how you feel about yourself during bad circumstances, until you pass the test of how you think, your thought process during a bad circumstance, you will not manifest nothing great. You will not, because it's law. It's not from me saying it. It's law. Ain't no way a Debbie Downer lives a beautiful life. Well, what if the people around me are negative? How do I continue to keep a positive mind? Well, that's when you take an isolation, and it's just for a small period of time. You don't want your isolation to become permanent, and you lose social skills, or you miss out on important moments with your family. But the best thing to do to get yourself together is to do 21 days of isolation. No TV, no TV, no phone calls, no social media, no eating bad. Just pouring into yourself with positive affirmations. And like I always say, doing your sleep affirmations, because your subconscious brain never cuts off. And that's what's in control. So the best way to control your subconscious mind, who also controls you on a daily basis, is to speak to it when you're asleep. Because when you're asleep, your conscious mind is turned off. And that's the reason why we dream of things that we last thought about. So the best thing to do is do your sleep affirmations and do 21 days of isolation, which is why my Jazz Manifestation course is 21 days, because after doing so much research and experiencing it for myself, it takes 21 days to build a habit, right? Now, you're going to end up going back out there to the negative world, your negative family, your negative friends. What you're going to do is you're going to carry yourself so differently. People is either going to respect you or they're going to question and think you're faking, right? The ones that think you're faking and still have something negative to say, those are the ones that you will transform their negativity into positivity. So the ones like, you think you all that, the ones that got a joke and insult at the same time, that's when you say, I do, and keep it moving. The ones that say, you look like you're having a bad day, because they need it for themselves, for you to complain, for you to go back to being that complainer who you have always been your whole life. That's what made them feel good, is to hear that you're having a bad day. And they want that from you. So when they say, you look like you're having a bad day, you'll be like, I'm actually having a good day. You know, you just transform. And that's what I tell my daughter all the time. She walks in a room and she trusts my words so much. I love that for me. You know, I try to make sure I play with her, interact with her, have deep talks with her, tell her, I basically give her all 5 love languages, so then that way she can trust me to the point when she's having a problem, she could talk to me. I don't insert fear into her, like, you better do this or I'm gonna spank you. I don't want to do that, because later on in life, she might hide things from me naturally, because of that fear that I put in her, or she just don't want to hear my response because I have such an aggressive response. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, we'll go into a room and she'll be like, Mommy, them girls, I haven't went into my house because my kids is probably asleep. It's like 6:30 in the morning. She's like, Mommy, them girls is staring at me like I'm ugly, or they whispering to each other, talking about me. And I'll do that for her. I will switch over that negativity into positivity. I will transmute it into something good. And I'll say, it's because you are a princess and you are radiating a light. And everybody wants to know, who is that? And it changes her confidence. Like, oh, okay. And that's what you could tell yourself also, you know, because that's a natural feeling. Our kids, we're all born naturally insecure. Like I said, our instinct is to be on the lookout, to be alert and cautious of any danger. And so that goes into people looking at us, that goes into us walking in a room. That's anxiety. And I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. You do not have anxiety. You are not worried about what people think. And when you walk into a room and everybody looking like that, it's because they see change on you. You're glowing. They love that. And they don't know how to process your new. They don't know how to, that feeling, because they're used to you looking tired, you always complaining, you always coming with the latest gossip. But when you don't feed into negativity in them, there's nothing to gossip about, because I'm really winning in life. I'm so peaceful and happy. I don't want to feed into somebody else's negativity, because I know what I put out is going to come back to me. Why would I want negativity? I ain't talking about nobody. I hope everybody do good. I hope that girl do come out that situation. But I ain't speaking on it. I'm speaking nothing but positivity. I'm speaking nothing but abundance. That's it. And people don't know how to process that, and it's okay. Give them time to catch up. You get what I'm saying? Give them time to process. And you continue to be that good person. If you gotta do 3 rounds of a challenge, if you gotta do 3 rounds of 21 days isolation, then do that. I was just saying, don't make it forever though. You want to keep that social skill going. You want to be around people. We need that human interaction. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll make a video. To answer any questions that you have. Like I said, I'm gonna be here every day until y'all do understand.